Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage at the edge of a whispering forest, there lived a friendly mouse named Pip. Pip had soft gray fur, bright, curious eyes, and the tiniest pink nose that twitched when he was excited. Every night, Pip would snuggle into his matchbox bed with a tiny blanket made from a fallen leaf. One evening, as stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Pip couldn't fall asleep. He heard a gentle tapping at his window. Tap, tap, tap. Pip peeked outside and saw a beautiful moth with wings that shimmered like moonlight. "Hello," whispered the moth. "Would you like to see something magical tonight?" Pip nodded eagerly and climbed onto the windowsill. The moth fluttered down and grew magically larger, just big enough for a little mouse to ride. "Hop on," the moth said softly. Pip climbed onto the moth's fuzzy back. It felt warm and tickly, like sitting on a dandelion puff. Up, up, they flew into the night sky. Pip held tight as they soared above the sleeping forest. The trees looked like dark, fluffy clouds below them. The cool night air felt nice on Pip's whiskers. The stars seemed close enough to touch, twinkling like tiny lanterns in the deep blue sky. "Where are we going?" Pip asked in a small, excited voice. The moth's wings glowed softly as they flew. "To the dreaming tree," the moth replied. "It only blooms at midnight, and only the very lucky ever see it." Pip's heart fluttered with excitement as they flew toward a large hill. They landed on the tallest hill in the forest. There stood a tree unlike any Pip had ever seen. Its trunk was smooth and silver, and instead of leaves, it had thousands of tiny stars that twinkled and danced on its branches. The whole tree glowed with a gentle blue light. "This is the dreaming tree," the moth explained. "Once a year, it blooms with dream flowers. Each flower holds a beautiful dream inside." As the moth spoke, the tiny stars on the branches began to open like flowers, releasing soft, colorful mists that swirled in the night air. Pip watched in wonder as the dream flowers bloomed. Pink, blue, purple, and golden mists danced around them. Each misty cloud showed a different dream. Children flying, talking animals, candy houses, and oceans made of jelly. Pip giggled as the dreams tickled his fur. "You may pick one dream flower to take home," the moth said kindly. Pip looked carefully at all the beautiful dreams. Finally, he chose a small blue flower that showed a dream about flying over mountains on the back of a friendly dragon. The flower closed gently in his paw. The moth flew Pip back to his little house. Pip carefully placed the dream flower under his pillow. "Thank you for the adventure," Pip said with a yawn. The moth nodded and flew away into the night. Pip snuggled into his bed, feeling warm and happy. As Pip drifted to sleep, the dream flower opened beneath his pillow. In his dreams, he soared over mountains on a dragon's back, feeling brave and free. And every night after that, whenever Pip had trouble sleeping, he remembered his flight with the moth and the magical dreaming tree. The dreams from the special flower lasted all year long, until the next time the dreaming tree would bloom. Pip slept soundly each night, wrapped in cozy dreams and happy memories. And somewhere in the forest, the moth flew on, finding other sleepless friends to show the magic of dreams.